Good evening, everyone. I'm Deval Patrick, former governor of Massachusetts, and I'm delighted to participate in even this small way in tonight's really important launch event. When I was in office, my team and I viewed government as an enabler. What are the kinds of things with the levers we had that would enable people to lift themselves and their families and to really take advantage of the American dream? I know that that's the reason we invested at historic levels in education, in innovation, and in infrastructure, both time and ideas on the one hand and money on the other, because these are the things that we believe government can do to help people move forward. In the private sector, entrepreneurship is very much in that same flavor. That's something that Desh Deshpande understands and has lived as an example and worked toward through much of his career. I had the great good fortune to get to know Desh when I was in office. And in many conversations, we began to talk about how entrepreneurship could be demystified and made available to the great ideas and the great talent we know exists in every community here in the Commonwealth. That started with gateway communities. It was from those conversations and Desh's extraordinary imagination and determination that Entrepreneurship for All was conceived. It started up in Lowell, as I recall, and I remember visiting in my official capacity one of the early cohorts and being inspired by their stories, their drive, the things that they were creating, the businesses that were already cash flow positive, and the future that they were creating for themselves. I know that Desh and his team have gone on to create other EforAll opportunities in Lynn and down to the Cape, around and in the South Coast, in New Bedford and Fall River, out in central and western Massachusetts, all the way out to Pittsfield, and today, Roxbury. And I know I speak for Desh and so many of you in this room and beyond that it's time. There is talent in Roxbury, there is drive and creativity in Roxbury just as elsewhere. But there needs there, just as elsewhere, to be a demystifying of what it means to be an entrepreneur. Not every entrepreneur is going to create the next Google or Microsoft in their garage. Some are going to create a 1 or 2 or 3 or 10 person business that serves a cohort of customers very well right in the neighborhood. Some are going to build that to even greater heights. But in every case, it takes coaching and mentorship. It takes exposure to the natural life cycles of businesses and the stages of their development. It takes access to capital. Sometimes it's just about decoding the language so that you are a part of an ecosystem, a part of a lessons sharing and experience sharing that every successful entrepreneur has availed him or herself to. And so I want to congratulate Desh and the whole team for what they have done to expand EforAll to so many needing corners of the Commonwealth and for bringing EforAll in particular to Roxbury. And I want to encourage all of you to participate. You can do that by offering your time and ideas, your own entrepreneurial experiences to the cohort, the first cohort in Roxbury and those that come. You can also do that by taking the calls of Desh and his team when they come to hit you up for a contribution, because that's a part of this too. And we all need to do what we can. Thank you all so much for being a part of the launch event for Roxbury EforAll. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you.